So reports have confirmed that Golden Boy has signed an extension with Dazn to extend their deal where Dazn distribute Golden Boy's events. Now, of course, Golden Boy is owned by Oscar De La Hoya. He's the face of the organisation, face of the promotional outfit. And in recent years, they have been, slightly cooked in terms of not being able to build and keep hold of big stars and not being able to deliver big paydays for their fighters. Of course, they historically did have Canelo under Golden Boy at one point, and Canelo was, a cash cow for them, making them stupid amounts of money. Canelo now left and, went on to become the biggest star in the sport. And the other big names in boxing just aren't signing with Golden Boy. They don't seem to be really a factor of competing for the real A-list names in the sport, right? As in, when a guy becomes available, it doesn't seem like they're ever really seriously considering going to Golden Boy. It's like, if Golden Boy sign you from young or sign you with not much pro experience, they could build you up into a star, maybe. But once you're a star, you're not going to stay with Golden Boy. Really, the only names they've got is Ryan Garcia, Zerdo Ramirez, and Floyd Schofield. They've not got tons of huge names there. There may be a few more that I'm missing out, but definitely Ryan Garcia and Zerdo are the biggest. They're the headline names for them. I guess maybe a William Zepeda as well, but Zepeda's not got any belts at the moment. But yeah, I mean, Dazn didn't need this. Golden Boy definitely needed this, particularly around the financial issue that you've been hearing about Golden Boy going through, hearing about them potentially defaulting on a loan, and also, of course, the ongoing legal issues with Virgil Ortiz. Of course, if Virgil Ortiz, didn't have his contract issue going on, Virgil Ortiz would definitely be one of the biggest names at Golden Boy. He's one of the guys regarded as one of the top names at 154. Doesn't currently hold a belt, but his next fight or two would be for a world championship if it wasn't for him, being in the legal issues with Golden Boy that he finds himself in. That aside, like I said, Golden Boy definitely needed this deal. Financially, the report doesn't go into too much detail, as I wouldn't expect it would. But yeah, I mean, Dazn, another good pickup. Dazn are cleaning up right now. Dazn are absolutely cleaning up. And Golden Boy, I guess, even at a mid-level, they probably do a lot of regional fights for like America's titles and the national titles and the Latin American championships, etc. We do a lot of fights for that. So that gets that coverage on Dazn. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, Dazn financially, like I said, I don't know what it entails for them. Will they... A likelihood is it'll be a bit of a downgrade, similar to Top Rank still with Dazn. It is a downgrade from the ESPN deal where they were getting paid a ton of money. And naturally, production of the events matches the investment, right? So if Top Rank are now earning a third of what they used to earn, expect the production and the level of fights in terms of name value to be a third of what they could previously attain. So I don't know what the financials look like for Golden Boy, but I know this is a deal that's very well received for Golden Boy. And of course, probably is well received for Dazn as well, because again, Dazn definitely don't need Golden Boy, but Dazn have Matchroom, Top Rank, Golden Boy, all under one banner. I think they have Queensbury. And they've got all of them all under one banner. It's impressive. And, as much boxing as that can be made available for me, the better. I'm not going to be complaining, right? If there's boxing on every single day of the week, I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to be complaining, but maybe I'm just a weirdo. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you guys think of Golden Boy extending their deal with Dazn? Do you think it's a good idea, or do you think it was maybe a desperate move for Golden Boy? Let me know in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.